Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, June 10, 2024. In the headlines, government considering an appeal to the court's ruling in favor of Oleg Fire. Former parliamentary secretary served with 90-day notice to pay cell phone bill. Rahim Kelshal murder trial nears completion. Grenada Bar Association launches Peace Initiative Committee to tackle gun violence. Also in the news, regionally, cartel and co-accused return to Court of Appeal in fresh push for freedom. Internationally, BRICS foreign ministers gather in Russia for a two-day meeting hosted by Sergei Lavrov. Plus, in the sports news, a Kinde redhead to leave Grenada for Panola College in Texas, USA. Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. We are reporting the day's news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments. Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. A former parliamentary secretary now faces a 90-day deadline to repay over $150,000 to Grenada's treasury. Beverly Telesford has details in this report.
Former Parliamentary Secretary Sheldon Scott has been given a 90-day deadline by the government to reimburse over $150,000 to the Treasury of Grenada. This sum is owed in reimbursement for his use of a mobile phone beyond the period of authorization. Scott was issued the phone when he served as Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Ecclesiastic Affairs. He left office in 2016 but continued to use the phone until 2019, during which time government paid the service provider. Attorney General and Minister for Legal Affairs Claudette Joseph announced a 90-day deadline during a press conference on Monday, calling for a quick response from Scott.
Yesterday, Mr. Scott was served with a pre-action protocol, meaning a letter before action issued out of the office of the Attorney General, in which demand was made for full payment of the said sum within 90 days. And Mr. Scott is to respond to the Office of the Attorney General within 7 days to indicate his agreement to repay the full sum in 90 days. Failing which, i.e., if we do not get a response from Mr. Scott in 7 days indicating his agreement to repay the full sum, legal proceedings will be commenced against him.
Scott's usage of the phone, which came to public attention in 2019 when it was revealed that taxpayers were covering his phone bill, has now led to this repayment demand. Scott confirmed in 2019 that he had indeed been using the phone assigned to him since May 2013 and pledged to repay the expenses associated with the account since leaving office in 2016. The Attorney General stated that over $40,000 of the total amount owed is interest.
By then, the amount that had been paid by the government of Grenada on the said account for Mr. Sheldon Scott between 2016 and 2019, that's July 2016 and July 2019, was $115,393.33. 33 cents. 393 dollars and 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 33 cents. 393 do The records at all relevant ministries show that no payment has been made to date, despite the undertaking given by Mr. Scott to repay. And as such, to date, the balance of $115,393.32 remains outstanding, together with accumulated interest of $41,544.30 for a total of $156,937.62.
Scott has been given a 7-day window to respond to government's demand to avoid potential legal proceedings.
The purpose of pre-action letters, pre-action protocols, is to allow the parties to arrive at settlement if necessary and thereby avoid engaging the court. So if Mr. Sheldon Scott has a counter proposal in terms of the payment arrangement, he can in fact communicate that with the Office of the Attorney General, and a conversation can ensue and we can determine what is acceptable on both sides in terms of a repayment plan.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The Attorney General addressed legal matters surrounding a recent court case involving a former ambassador, revealing details of the ruling and the circumstances surrounding his recalled ambassadorship and diplomatic passport. More details in this report.
Attorney General and Minister for Legal Affairs Senator Claudia Joseph cleared the air on the recently concluded court case involving former ambassador to Grenada, Oleg Ferrer, which saw him awarded the sum of $50,000 as damages. In this case, Ferrer sued Grenada for denying him entry into the country in February 2023, claiming to be a citizen of Grenada. Joseph said the court ruled that Ferrer is not a citizen of Grenada, as he had not acquired citizenship through the prescribed channels.
Court, in rendering its ruling, found that the government of Grenada had not breached any constitutional right that Mr. Oleg Ferrer had in any respect. And further, the court found that he had not proved that he was a citizen of Grenada. Notwithstanding what appeared on his passport, the court found that he had not acquired Grenadian citizenship by any of the means allowed for in the Constitution at Section 94 or the Citizenship Act.
Minister Joseph said the former government recalled Ferrer's ambassadorship. However, he had not surrendered his diplomatic passport. High Court Judge Ralston L.A. Glasgow, who presided over the case, ruled that Mr. Ferrer's recall without being told of these allegations or being afforded the opportunity to be heard was unfair and unlawful.
He did not win the case. The case he brought against government, he lost on every single relief he sought. So he did not win the case. So that's a correction I would like to make, and very forcefully too. As I indicated, the court possesses a residual power to grant any other relief it considers appropriate, whether that relief was sought or not in the claim. And this is what happened in this case.
Government is considering appealing the court's ruling.
We at the Office of the Attorney General are not in agreement with the court on this one, and we are contemplating filing an appeal in relation to this matter, because what the law says is that in relation to diplomats, ambassadors, and so, they serve at pleasure and may be recalled at any time for any reason or no reason. And so we don't necessarily agree with the court in finding that the government breached procedural fairness at the time. And so we are looking at the judgment with a view to appealing that decision, because as you know, everyone, government is a continuum. And
reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Other news, the high-profile murder trial of Raheem Kelshal is drawing to a close as final addresses were made to the jury on Monday. Senior Crown Counsel Kristen Greenidge, who has been prosecuting the case, and attorney Jerry Edwin, who is defending Kelshal, presented their closing arguments after approximately 1 week of evidence presentation at the St. George's No. 1 High Court. Raheem Kelshal was 24 years old when he was arrested and charged in connection with the 2018 shooting death of Garfield Matthew of Belmont, St. George. The trial, presided over by Justice Sean Innocent, has seen the Crown call 8 witnesses to establish Kelshal's guilt of non-capital murder beyond a reasonable doubt in connection with Matthew's killing. In his defense, attorney Edwin challenged the prosecution's narrative and witness testimonies. He argued the impossibility of Kelshal's involvement, contending that his client was not present at the scene of the crime at the time of the shooting. Justice Innocent is expected to provide a summation of the case on Wednesday. His summation will review the evidence presented and the arguments made by the prosecution and defense. Following the summation, the jury will be tasked with deliberating on a verdict. Kelshal faces a maximum penalty of life imprisonment if found guilty of the murder charge. Well, opposition parliamentarian Peter David has made an impassioned plea for peace in response to a recent surge in violent crimes, which included 3 fatal shootings in May. The rest of the details in this report.
During a heartfelt speech at the funeral service for Vaughn Wangi Cyrus, who was shot and killed on May 12th, David called for collective action to restore peace.
Our collective lesson as a community is that we must come together to find a way to save our sons and daughters, including developing systems for mentorship and deepening our very sense of community. My brothers and sisters, I implore all of us together to restore peace.
The St. Paul's Anglican Church was filled with mourners last Friday as scores gathered to pay their final respects to 28-year-old Cyrus, who was buried at the Mount Airy Cemetery. 2 young men have been arrested and charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of Cyrus, a charge which carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. David, a practicing attorney and a close friend of the Cyrus family, specifically directed his appeal to young men.
I especially address our young men today on this altar, in the presence of a grieving community, in the presence of the women and men who gave birth to you and struggled to raise you. Please, I implore you, cease the violence. For all it leaves in its wake are the tears of your mothers and your children. They have shed too many tears. Don't let them cry anymore. Please. Working class people's children must stop killing working class people's children.
The MP stressed that a unified approach is essential for creating a safer environment, not only for the current generation, but also for those to come.
We must rise from the depths of our circumstances and prevail against the odds. Being working class isn't criminal. Let's not paint it as such. Working class is a gateway to better. I speak of the working class today because they are my project and my platform in law and in politics. I am committed to showing our young people from hard-working families that they can rise above.
As the community mourned the loss of yet another young life, David's call to action serves as a poignant reminder of the urgent need for peace and unity in Grenada. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
The Grenada Bar Association has joined forces with key stakeholders throughout Grenada to address the alarming rise in gun-related violence. Rena Thomas tells us about the new initiative launched today.
In response to the recent surge in gun violence, the Grenada Bar Association has joined forces with key stakeholders to launch the Grenada Peace Initiative Committee. This non-profit organization aims to reduce crime, focusing specifically on gun and gang violence through collaborative community efforts. The committee is led by a team of volunteer lawyers, trade unionists, and other influential members of society. These individuals bring their expertise and commitment to fostering a safer environment for all Grenadians. President of the Grenada Bar Association, Francis Paul, spoke about this new initiative.
First order of business was the formation of a GBA Peace Initiative Subcommittee, comprising mainly of lawyers involved in criminal defense work. Recognizing that many of those lawyers actually represent those accused of violence, including recently perceived gang-related gun violence. The second order of business was to reach out to key other national stakeholders to join the Peace Initiative.
The launch of the committee marks a significant step in addressing the issue of violence within communities. The Grenada Bar Association Peace Initiative seeks to implement comprehensive strategies that tackle the root causes of crime and promote peace. Key activities of the GBA Peace Initiative will include educational programs, community outreach, and support services for at-risk individuals. The organization will also advocate for stronger legal frameworks and policies to curb gun violence and enhance public safety.
Over the next few weeks, the GPIC will be producing and circulating posters and videos against violence, embarking on programs of public education, engaging schools and communities, visiting hotspots, communities, and engaging gang leaders as it begins the process of putting together a short and medium-term plan to curb the current upsurge in violence. All sensitive information obtained in discussions, particularly as it relates to the ongoing violence, will be held in strictest confidence by the GPIC unless agreed otherwise. To support us so that we can achieve the goal of having a ceasefire, an immediate ceasefire.
Crime reduction specialist Niels Chaitan spoke of the 4 steps that the organization will take in tackling the issue of violence in Grenada.
Methodology we are following, all right? The first part of the rollout, of course, the launch, is the media part of it, you know, where we let the public know, public awareness. The second part will be connecting, right? Where we go into the community and connect. But at that level, it will be connecting within a particular community, not fueling communities, not mediation as yet, right? So where we connect with the guys on the different blocks, one-on-one or as a group. The third level would be mediation though. So where we look at the significant people in different neighborhoods, bring them together and try to mediate. That's the third level. The fourth level, of course, is where we go into treatment, where we actually run programs that's going to help deal with the issues that we have found.
The Grenada Peace Initiative Committee is inviting all Grenadians to join in their efforts. They are encouraging widespread community involvement and support. Their mantra is working together. The organization can significantly reduce crime and create a more peaceful society. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
After the break, the New Life organization celebrates its 40th anniversary. We'll be right back.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. That's why on June 22nd, we're hosting our Easy Ride Auto Show at Ariza's Car Park, Bruce Street. Speak to our professional loan officers, car dealers, and insurance brokers in one convenient location. Learn about our special offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. This is your opportunity to secure your Easy Ride loan and drive away in style.
GRENDEC Community Partnership Initiative.
The project for our school is the expansion of the school feeding department and home economics department. At our school, we provide hot meals for more than 70% of our student population on a daily basis. Our previous kitchen area has been very small, and sometimes it became congested with teachers volunteering to ensure that the children got their lunch on time. The home economics department is a center for some of the other schools in the district, and they visit us once a week. What we found that based on the class size of the visiting schools, we were unable to accommodate them. We converted our practical area into a classroom, and as such we were no longer able to do the practicals as much as we would like to. Therefore, when the opportunity came up to participate in this GRENDEC project, we thought, yes, this is the best opportunity to gain some assistance, and it could not have come at a better time for us as a school when we are in the process of rebuilding, rebranding ourselves in the community. And so on behalf of the staff, the students, the PTA, and the community of River-Sally, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to GRENDEC for partnering with us in ensuring that we improve the quality of education that we provide here at River-Sally Government School.
GRENDEC, energizing our community.
The laundry, always do a full load, save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again. Heritage Theatre presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024, Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance, and on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time, featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy. Robert White.
I will line up behind yellow for 9 elections straight. I changed for 9 times to lose the last election. Why? Because I'm always on the losing side.
Dillion Walters.
Every McQueen I couldn't take. I don't tell them all you didn't know.
Kareem Alexis and other outstanding comedic performances, all coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
The place go flood with laughter.
Use a pan to wash and rinse your dishes. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up. Several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Centre Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Tevin Andrews, announced a series of upcoming projects set to commence in the latter half of 2024. The initiatives aim to enhance the island's infrastructure and tourism offerings, starting with the installation of a sculpture park.
The underwater sculpture park that is coming in next month in July, and Abigail, I'm inviting you to come and dive with me for the underwater sculpture. We'll look at the Grenada's second or Carriacou's first underwater sculpture park. That's a big deal. The more visitors you have on the island, it means that your bookings will be filled, the restaurants will be filled, so you have to look at the economic impact it will have. Right. So it's a heavy investment that the government of Grenada through the Grenada Tourism Authority is making and the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique is making, but it will have an even bigger impact economically, and also putting the islands on the map so that more and more people know about it.
Minister Andrews highlighted the significance of the sculpture park, which is expected to boost cultural tourism and provide a unique attraction for visitors. In addition to the sculpture park, Minister Andrews announced the commencement of construction for the island's new ministerial complex. This complex will centralize government operations, improving efficiency and accessibility for residents.
Recognizing the importance of having all government services come together in one place, one central place. That will help with the delivery of government services in an efficient and effective way. Work is going to start very soon. Between now and September, we should have some forward movements and seeing some boots on the ground. With the actual construction taking place. I've gotten the nod from the Ministry of Infrastructure, the Prime Minister himself. We also have a major hotel that will be coming to Carriacou soon, but in time to come you'll hear more about that.
Minister Andrews, who was speaking on the NDC's weekly Heartbeat program, expressed optimism about the positive impact these projects will have on Carriacou and Petite Martinique, emphasizing the government's commitment to the Sister Isles' development and prosperity. Now, the New Life organization is celebrating 40 years of existence with year-long activities starting from this month. More in this report.
The New Life organization, NULO, is marking its 40th anniversary with a series of events from June 2024 to October 2025 under the theme 40 Years of Empowering Youth, Fostering Growth and Inspiring Greatness with Excellence. The celebration will honor NULO's legacy and impact on the community. Established in St. John by the Catholic, Anglican, Presbyterian and Methodist church communities, NULO has grown significantly over the past 4 decades. The organization's planning committee has scheduled a range of activities to celebrate this milestone. According to Dale Neptune, Marketing and Job Placement Officer at NULO, the festivity will begin with a Thanksgiving service. Neptune emphasized the importance of this event in bringing together the community to give thanks and reflect on NULO's journey.
The activities spread throughout the year. And so, as I said, this term is we have in the ecumenical service and the awareness march in Guelph. Next term, from September to December, we have an in-house public speaking competition, and that competition will be amongst departments. In November, which will be our big activity, which we call the NULO Day, NULO Expo. And this activity, we will be inviting past trainees, present trainees, business people who we collaborate with, do business with, have on display something that they are doing.
The other planned activities will include a sports day as the institution seeks to engage the community and showcase the skills and talents of students.
To March term, we will have the invitational, sports invitational. And all of this will be taking place at the Cuthbert Peters Park. Also, we will have like swimming, road relays, different road races. You know, we will make it quite exciting. And from April to July, one of NULO's hallmark is the community service. And also we are training the young people that gratitude is a must. You have to give back. And so within that term, we will be doing different community services here or there. And that we will be hyping up, like we go to the elderly home, we go to the daycare centers, we'll be going out into the communities and choose different projects.
Over the past 40 years, NULO has expanded its offering from 5 skilled programs to 18, now certified by the Grenada National Training Agency and other international organizations. Neptune noted that the school has made a significant positive impact on the lives of its students, providing not only technical skills, essential life skills.
A lot of young people, they don't pray. They don't say thank you to the Almighty. They just wake up and come and they just go about with a life like that with whatever challenges they are facing. And so in this area, the Adolescent Development Program, we spend a lot of time in grooming the young person, helping them to manage their emotions, helping them with their anger, helping them to solve conflicts, helping them in making good decisions. we try to mold them and groom them into the person that they should be before they move on to skills.
The general public is encouraged to support NULO's celebratory activities, joining in to recognize and celebrate the organization's achievement and contributions to youth empowerment and community development. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
This story to report, Spice Mass Corporation is taking a proactive approach to ensuring that judges are prepared for the upcoming carnival season. Christina John reports.
This initiative by Spice Mass Corporation, the SMC, was aimed at ensuring that carnival competitions such as Calypso, Groovy, and Soca are fair, transparent, and reflective of the high standards expected at Spice Mass 2024. GBN News team was there to witness the presentation of certificates to the participants. GBN spoke to Abiola Francis, who has been on the judging panel for over 14 years. She shared how her participation in the workshop will further enhance her adjudicating capabilities.
An artist who has decided to give their work, their artistry, towards a group of individuals to adjudicate is a process that needs to be taken seriously. I've always taken it seriously, and I enjoy the cultural festivities surrounding the entire presentation. The past 14 years, we've had many different facilitators, but having Miss Williams's point of view, having the wealth of knowledge that she has tried to impart on us is greatly appreciated. I think that there are perspectives from different people throughout the Caribbean that can influence us and also help us to create our own individualized perspective on our art form.
Brandon Gunput, another participant, is entering the judging arena for the first time.
I've learned a lot, to be honest, with Miss Williams. She taught us a lot of different elements of music, such as renditions, lyrics. We look for stage appearance and stuff like that, etc. And understanding this whole thing as a first timer in the judging, workshop, I've learned a lot, to be honest,
The workshop was facilitated by Enubia Williams, a renowned musical consultant from Trinidad and Tobago. She highlighted some of the areas covered during the 4-day period with both artists and judges.
In the first instance, we met with the creators of the art form. So we met with the Calypsonians and the Soca artists, and we went through a whole host of different activities, including basic elements of music and the characteristics of soca, characteristics of calypso, and of course I created a very detailed criteria for both soca and calypso, as well as a rubric outlining and detailing exactly what the judges are looking for. Meeting with the judges, of course, we met for 2 days. We met with the soca judges as well as calypso judges, and we went through a host of different activities over the period that we were here. We looked at elements of music, characteristics in calypso and soca. Of course, we had to look at the judging criteria and the rubric in detail, and we did a host of other activities to deal with rhythm and rhythmic exchanges. We explored just creating music.
Williams added that it is important to have refreshers like these on a regular basis. She thanked the Spice Mass Corporation and all other stakeholders involved.
Although a judge might have years of experience or be akin to calypso music or soca music, and they may understand the tropes and the principles of such, it is very crucial to have all the judges that are expected to sit on the same panel go through the same type of material so that they can interpret it in the same types of ways. And what that does, it helps lessen or narrow the disparity on the judging table. So the chances of you having persons judging in the 90s or in the 80s, and then in the other judges in the 40s and 50s for the very same performance, those types of outcomes are limited now.
Christina John, GBN News.
It's time to take a peek into the GBN ISOL lens. Stay with us.
Our citizen journalist tonight said their grandmother regularly makes fish cakes. This time she said she noticed that one is shaped like our beautiful island, Grenada. She wants to know what you think. Tell us when you submit your photos and videos via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still to come in Network News, ocean safety and the many benefits of the ocean. The focus for World Oceans Day in Grenada.
Miss Faithlin's family drama continues with I Do by Urias Peters at Labucan Creative Center, Saturdays at 8 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., June 8th to 30th.
Get ready, Grenada, for the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Hubbard's Legends in Concert, as we raise our hands and give thanks. On Saturday, October 26, 2024, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bet, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Rams Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them massive dragon. You see that? About 10 that them make a hard on man. Me a 38 man. But you are 92. Yeah. You the number 1 run man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number 1. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
With the biggest blowout sale from Sisson's Paints. Get 30% on Sisson's Text Coat, Berger Weatherproof, and Easy Clean paints, all sizes. Your Weather Warrior, paint to protect. Ensure your home is season ready and beautiful. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Head to the Color Shop or any Sisson's hardware partner nationwide and save 30% now. Shop now and get a free plastic float with every Sisson's Text Coat purchase and a free Paint Sensations paint with every 1 gallon purchase of Berger Weatherproof or Assistance Easy Clean. Sale ends soon.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Yard. Use a broom instead of a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Grenada is said to be making significant strides in combating plastic waste. On the occasion of World Oceans Day on June 8, the level of civil society engagement in the Recycle OECS project was recognized as a critical factor in achieving the significant strides being made.
This project, aimed at reducing plastic pollution and fostering sustainable waste management across the Eastern Caribbean, has achieved game-changing milestones with the buying and participation of critical civil society stakeholders. Further reinforcing Grenada's commitment, the Grenada Green Group, G3, unveiled plans for a plastic bottle collection campaign. The G3 aims to collect PET and HDPE plastic bottles, focusing on public awareness and active participation. The weekly collection of plastic bottles began on Saturday, World Ocean Day, with individuals delivering their bottles to the collection site, where it was then weighed and contact information documented. Kenya Charles, current vice president of the Grenada Green Group, explained a bit more about their involvement.
Okay, what we're doing here today is that we're collecting plastic bottles. These are PET or HDPE bottles. If you look under the bottom of the bottles, you will see the number 1 or 2. Those are the bottles we will be collecting today, and they will be provided to the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority for recycling at their Queen's Park facility. Okay, currently we have a mixture. There are about 23 individuals and institutions that visited our collection depot today. And so far we have received over 170 pounds of plastic, and we have received the highest amount. It's from an institution of 28 pounds so far.
The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority has confirmed a memorandum of understanding with the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, the GHTA, that seeks to address plastic waste challenges. This arrangement, which involves up to 90% of the GHTA's membership, marks a pivotal step, with hotels committing to introducing waste sorting at their facilities and delivering sorted plastic to the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority's recycling center. Their intent is to set the trend for sustainable tourism practices in the Eastern Caribbean. Communication Assistant at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Nikolai Boyk, explained the process after the bottles are collected.
Okay, so after the bottles are collected, it's going to go through a process where it's going to be shredded, it's going to be washed, and it's going to go through a heating process where the end stage is going to be pelletization. We see the pelletization as a raw state, raw material that can be reused to make other plastic products. Okay, so at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, we are promoting a lot of public-private partnerships. So we're going to be producing and having in stock that raw pellets that private individuals can get from us to create new plastic products. And this will all be facilitated through our Integrated Resource Recovery Department.
There are incentives for individuals dropping off the most bottles by weight. Kinder Francis, a member of the Grenada Green Group, explained what's in store for participating schools.
There is a competition ongoing for schools. There is a grand prize of $1,000. So for all schools, you just need to gather the bottles, you wash them, you prepare them, you remove the labels, and then you drop them off at the different locations. The cumulative weight from now to November would be looked at, and the highest weight would be awarded $1,000. I mean, that's a grand prize. Actually, as of our first collection time, we have 3 schools that participated so far, which is really exciting for us, and we look forward to a lot of other schools coming on board. So it's not too late. Don't think of it as that. You have multiple other times you can drop in, and we look forward to collecting your bottle.
Collection depots will be set up in other parishes in the coming months. For now, collection will take place at Comahan Park on the first Saturday of every month. In September and October, collection will be done in St. Patrick and St. Andrew respectively. The initiative continues until November. Christina John, GBN News.
Grandance Beach was abuzz on Saturday, June 8, but it wasn't just a regular day to enjoy the sea, sand and sun. You see, the day took on added significance as June 8 is recognized globally as World Oceans Day. As part of this observance, several dive shops, the Grenada Tourism Authority, and Get Grenada Swimming collaborated to raise awareness on aspects of ocean safety and the many benefits of the ocean. My colleague Christina John was there and has this report.
It's a really beautiful day to be on the Grandance Beach. It's World Ocean Day today, and at the moment we're here with Deb Eastwood, who is the director of Get Grenada Swimming, and she will tell us about some of the initiatives that they've put on today so that people can be made aware or more aware of ocean safety and the use of the ocean in general.
Today we have all kinds of activities happening, anything that has to do with the sea. They need to know that there are lots of opportunities for you once you do know about the ocean. We have people talking in the tents about marine ecology and marine biology. You can go into that as a job, yes. So World Ocean Day is mostly just making sure everybody knows all the things you can do in the sea. And of course, we started with swim lessons. So I want to invite everybody out to the next swim week, which is July 8th to the 12th. You can go online right now and sign up, getgrenadaswimming.com.
A number of stations were set up along the beach: sailing, swimming, snorkeling, marine ecology, rescuing, lifeguard training, among others. Thaddeus Gamri represented Diversity in Action as Director of Community Engagement, Projects and Programs. He explained the importance of learning CPR.
Particular station, we're trying to get kids and adults used to using CPR, a form of rescue and first aid, but also it's part of the bigger picture of water safety, and it also stimulates the interest in maybe being a lifeguard or a swim instructor or coach. So because the water has a very special benefit to it, but if you don't feel safe, you may not get the benefit. So part of feeling safe is knowing how to save yourself and how to save someone else. This organized event today on World Ocean Day is to show the collection of organizations that have relationships with water, how we can connect together and then bring the community together.
And Esty Vega, Scuba Council Chair for Diversity and Aquatics based in Washington, D.C., said when individuals develop a good relationship with the ocean, they care for it better.
I come from a unique background to be able to offer my experience as a marine scientist, to be able to talk about the science of the ocean and what is happening with it. So because we know that once people develop that healthy relationship with the ocean and they engage more with it, they want to learn how to protect it. You know, it's a very important part of addressing the challenges of the ocean when it comes to addressing the global climate change challenge. And so I'm here talking about ecosystems, what healthy ecosystems are supposed to look like, and what people can do every day to be able to help contribute to healthier ecosystems around the island and everywhere else they go.
Akona's Grenada representative, Tammy, said their interest is in teaching people about invasive species, especially the lionfish. Proceeds from items made from lionfish go towards assisting students.
We then make the lionfish jewelry that we then sell. All of the proceeds, all the money that is made from the lionfish jewelry goes straight to a scholarship fund that funds any Grenadian student that is in SGU with doing the marine ecology or the marine science classes. We also, we're about to start doing a coral reef restoration project. We've been spending the works for a while. So the other thing, so with the scholarship students, we pay 100% for them learning to dive.
250 people, including children, attended Saturday's session. Christina John, GBN News.
Sports News is next.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
Washing the vehicle, use a bucket, not a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Sporting fans, good evening. Akinde Redhead, the newest basketball scholarship recipient of the Baptiste Foundation, Inc., is elated about the opportunity that has been afforded to him by the foundation. The former Grenada Boys Secondary School student will join his countryman Enel St. Bernard at Panola College in Texas, USA this August. Redhead, who has shown exceptional promise and dedication on the basketball court, is set to embark on a journey to fulfilling his dream of becoming a professional basketball player.
Every time I talk about this opportunity, I just feel a need to reiterate how appreciative I am of Kenroy and Heather and the entire foundation for being able to afford not only me but also Enel and hopefully other players in different sports as well this opportunity, because the time and the work, the effort that they put in to collaborate with the coaches from Panola afforded us this opportunity to showcase our talent and ourselves to the world. So once again, thank you. And I'm just happy and proud because now that they've done their part, I think it's up to me and Enel and whoever else in the future to do the simple things, to keep working hard, to stay consistent, to stay patient, and so that whenever we do get our chances to go out there, that we are ready to go.
The scholarship from the Baptiste Foundation, Inc. provides him with an opportunity to hone his skills and gain top-tier education and athletic training. The 23-year-old Redhead said playing basketball has been very beneficial to him.
It helped me with a lot of off-the-court stuff too. I've been awarded for my hard work over the years in basketball in terms of strictly awards and in terms of being able to represent my country over in different countries. I went to St. Lucia, Dominica, Antigua. I went to the British Virgin Islands and Guyana, but mainly the main awards that helped me and made me want to keep working and work harder every time was being able to make a senior national team while being a junior player at the time, and also receiving the award in title of the Grenada's National Player of the Year in both 2019 and 2022.
Baptiste, chairman of the Baptiste Foundation, Inc., expressed pride in Redhead's achievement and is confident that he will make the most of the opportunity.
Akinde is a player that has so much talent. I've never seen a kid who display all these talent as a basketball player that a coach needs. So the coach at Enel School saw Akinde's tapes and immediately was interested. There was no question. He didn't have to see him in person. You have to come to Grenada. He said, this is a kid, I need a kid like that. And I want this kid this season, make it happen. So Akinde is ready to go. He's been training, with Enel. Coach Pablo is his coach, and coach has done a great job with Akinde. I thank you for doing that, coach.
All right, so a kinder redhead is expected to leave Grenada in August and will immerse himself in rigorous training and academic programs aimed at preparing him for his successful basketball career. The scholarship will provide redhead with the resources and environment necessary for his growth. The Baptiste Foundation Inc. continues to play a crucial role in identifying and nurturing young talent in Grenada. Climate change is taking a toll on the football field at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium, contributing to Grenada's struggle in their recent match against Costa Rica. In the electrifying Group B clash, Costa Rica showcased their football prowess with a decisive 3-0 victory, solidifying their position as strong contenders in the qualifying stage group. Omar Beckles, Grenada's captain, described the playing field as horrible.
We're a work in progress, but I still wholeheartedly believe beyond what we do as a coaching staff and as players, I think those that are outside of that and those governing bodies that are in positions of power, I think they have to do more to appreciate what's going on for the national team, because we've still got events that will take place on that pitch that will potentially leave that pitch in a worse condition, and that's difficult for us to play on. So if we want to see this national team do well, we're going to have to really respect the football, and we're really going to have to do our utmost to make sure that we leave it in the best possible condition, and unfortunately that's a disgrace.
Beckles called on the authorities to improve the field conditions.
We can do as much as we want, we can try and have the chemistry, but until the nation starts taking national football serious and starts, taking care of the pitch and not putting on events in that pitch and give us the support that we need, be it funds or whatever else is needed, then obviously you're going to see the progression. But it takes a collective effort, as far as I'm concerned. But yes, look, I think you've got a lot of players that will come and join this team and only improve this team. And I think as everyone gets fitter, we'll only get better. We can only get better from there.
Interim head coach Shalry Joseph echoed Beckles' sentiments, highlighting the urgent need for attention to the playing surface to ensure better performance and safety of the players.
Speaking about how can we develop our country, we need our president to make sure that we push it in the right way, providing facilities, funds, programs, everything possible to make sure that we develop in our football in this country. Omar alluded to it, but the pitch is dry, it's bumpy. You can't play football at that. You can't play football against a quality team like that and play on a terrible pitch like that. We need to do better. We need to make sure that all the things are there for the football to be better, so when you come out here, you can enjoy what it is.
As climate change continues to affect sports facilities around the world, the situation at Kenroy James Athletic Stadium underscores the pressing need for sustainable solutions to maintain quality playing conditions. As Grenada prepares for future matches, the focus will be on addressing the environmental challenges that have impacted the stadium. The hope is that with better field conditions, the national team will be able to perform to their full potential, unhampered by external factors. Grenada's Kenroy James clinched victory in the men's 400-meter race at the USATF NYC Grand Prix on Sunday, clocking an impressive time of 44.55 seconds and setting a new season's best. The triumph was particularly special for James, who expressed his joy at running in front of his home fans in New York.
This is New York, it's very diverse. It's always going to be a crowd for sports, so just happy to come out here. Like you said, there's a lot of Grenadians here. We have a huge diaspora in New York, so I'm just happy for them to come out and try to make them, I'm glad I can make them proud and happy to.
With this victory under his belt, James will now shift his focus to training for the 2024 Paris Olympics, set to be held in July.
But this year is always a weird season with how the meets are scheduled. So right now there's a big break until, the beginning of July, mid-July. So yeah, it's trying to get some races in, and then right now go back, train for a month, get some good work in, and then get ready for the last phase of this for the Olympics.
The two-time Olympic medalists also addressed the recent cancellation of the Grenada Invitational.
We always get excited for sports, especially track and field, when we have the opportunity for local athletes to come out. So yeah, it was very unfortunate that got cancelled, but hopefully you never know. Somebody could pick up the mantle, do something special, but I mean, they could bring it here in New York. We have enough diaspora here in New York for it to be successful.
Paris Olympics 2024, of course, like I mentioned, scheduled to be held in July. Kirani James. That's the sports news for now. Lawyers representing dancehall star Vybz Kartel and his co-accused Sean Storm Campbell, Kahira Jones and Andre St. John were headed to the Court of Appeal this morning in another bid to secure their freedom. But prosecutors from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions will be in court trying to convince the panel of judges that the four should face a fresh trial for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizette Williams. The Court of Appeal is scheduled to begin hearing arguments today to determine whether to order a retrial for the four or set them free. The hearing is scheduled to last for 5 days, with lawyers on both sides having submitted skeleton arguments to the court last month. Kartel and his co-accused are back before the Court of Appeal after a March 14 ruling by the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, contending that the appeals against their convictions should be allowed and their convictions quashed on the grounds of juror misconduct. The Privy Council further ruled that the case should be remitted to the Court of Appeal for it to decide whether to order a retrial of the men or a dismissal. Well, foreign ministers from some of the world's major economies are meeting in Russia. The BRICS group is aimed at challenging a U.S.-dominated world order and was originally made up of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. From this year, the economic bloc has expanded to include 5 new full members.
Well, the main meeting has finished. The participants had lunch, and now bilateral meetings with Minister Lavrov began. The latest news is that the foreign ministers of the BRICS countries have agreed on a joint statement at a meeting here in Nizhny Novgorod. That's according to Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova. Today, the ministers were discussing how to expand contacts in the fields of culture, sports, youth exchanges, the cooperation in the field of AI, digital economy, big data, and interaction to prevent risks of diseases. So the BRICS countries are also actively working to develop a platform for payments in national currencies. At the beginning of the meeting, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov asked other ministers to pay tribute to late Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and the head of the Iranian Foreign Ministry with a minute of silence. Both men had died in a helicopter crash in May. So the meeting was taking place behind closed doors, and only at the very beginning the media were allowed to listen to what Minister Lavrov had to say during his opening word. He was speaking about a new world order which would take time to establish, but the role of BRICS in solving global problems would increase, of course, and their role, the role of BRICS countries are growing. So, and as you mentioned, in the past year, 5 more countries have joined. About 30 states are to join the BRICS family. Presidents also say that their presence on the international arena is more and more growing and more significant. Also, earlier Sergei Lavrov met with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi, and they're here on the sidelines of the BRICS ministerial meeting, and he said that the chosen Russian-Chinese course had brought an increasingly positive feedback from the majority of the world countries.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. just have time to remind you of the headlines. Government considering an appeal to the court's ruling in favor of Oleg Fire. Former Parliamentary Secretary Sheldon Scott served with 90-day notice to pay cell phone bill. Rahim Kelchal murder trial nears completion. Grenada Bar Association launches Peace Initiative Committee to tackle gun violence. Regionally, cartel and co-accused return to Court of Appeal in fresh push for freedom. Internationally, BRICS foreign ministers gather in Russia for two-day meeting hosted by Sergei Lavrov. Plus, in the sports news, Akinde Redhead announced as the newest basketball scholarship recipient of the Callum Baptiste Foundation, Inc. He will leave Grenada in August for Panola College in Texas, USA. And Grenada's Karani James clinches victory in the men's 400-meter race at the USATF NYC Grand Prix on Sunday. Karani James is a three-time Olympic medalist. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom for now. Have a good night.